Hello there, and welcome to Dane's Basement Food Review. Today I am here with my buddy Andrew, aka Bubba.
That's me.
And we are going to be making some mac and cheese. Now, this is a food review channel typically, but we are actually doing a cooking tutorial today instead of doing a food review. Now, instead of taking a regular box of Kraft mac and cheese, we're actually going to be doing more with it and making a spicy mac and cheese out of a few chips you may actually have in your house right now.
Crunch.
Cheese. Alright, so, first thing you're going to do with this, it says, you need 6 cups of water. So, just because I like to be a meme and do everything weird.
Wait, where's the purifier at?
I don't know, bro. I don't think we have one of those.
So this gotta be pure H2O.
2. Conserve water.
Next step, gotta boil your water here. So we just gonna throw this boy on high. Now remember, you can't look at the water or it won't boil. You can't watch it. That's like cooking 101 here. So lucky you got the information from me before you watched it. Would have been bad. Would have been there a while. It's getting close.
Alright, so, next step to make spicy mac and cheese is not provided in the mac and cheese itself. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to take standard Chester's Flamin' Hot fries, some of the Fuego Takis, and some of the legendary Spicy Sweet Chili Doritos, and I'm going to throw them in the NutriBullet. A blender will work just as well, but you can usually use a NutriBullet and it'll give it a finer grain to it. We're going to ignore that. Yeah. Luckily, these are just the crumbs, so most of it will be easy to grab.
We're not sponsored by NutriBullet, just letting you know.
We're not sponsored by anyone, so...
Well, we are sponsored by Dane's Basement Food Review. I can talk, I swear.
Dane's Basement. Yes. Actually, before I continue putting anything in this NutriBullet, there's one thing you should do.
Crunch.
And then you crunch them all up, because then whenever it gets into the blend, it actually makes it much finer, so that you can have a finer grain on your spice powder. If it'll actually come out of the bag. Is that all that's in there? No. There's more. There we go. Now you can use any of these or other spicy chips as a base. I like using the Doritos as a base just because it's usually a little bit less spice and a little bit more on the flavor itself. So, there's not enough in there. So what we're going to do...
They're dead now. That's a key ingredient because, you know, it kind of sucks when you kill something while you're cooking. Everything has been killed.
If you kill everything preemptively, it works out much better. Alright, cool. Now you're going to take that. Oh god, there's still large chunks. Oh. Do as I say, not as I stupid.
Yeah, here's your answer.
It smells like lime. Alright, cool. I'm not going to be able to use all of this, but hey. That'll buff. Very crunch.
Crunch.
Very soft crunch.
Yeah, these are actually a bunch of softer things, because they're actually just... These aren't like chips, these are like puffs, almost, so...
But they're fries.
But they're not like potato fries, they're like silly snack
According
fries.
to Chester, they are.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Chester is eating like regular fries on this, so it's a lie. Do some better advertising.
Chester got us again.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work as planned. Kinda missed. Alright, so now that we got our counter all fixed up and all clean because I kind of spilled everything, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the lid and you're going to put it on really tight. Because if this flies off while you're blending, it's not good. Trust me, I know. Okay, we don't have a really healthy mix, but hey, it'll buff. You're going to want to repeat that a few times because as you can probably see, there's still some chunks that are left over in the first grind.
That is a chunky boy.
So if you're wanting to go for a little bit of a finer blend, you're going to want to do it a few times through. So, okay. Alright. It's looking a lot finer on the second go. Alright, so we'll be back whenever the water is boiling.
It's boiling. So what we're gonna do now, we've got to open this baby up. This part's actually on the box, but you know, that did not work well at all. So we're gonna open this up. You gotta make sure you actually take the sauce packet out, because you really don't want to boil that. It's just the noodles that's left. We're just gonna dump these babies in. We're gonna let that cook. I forget how long it says. 7 to 8 minutes, so might want to set a timer for that, make sure it's good, but double check, make sure it's tender, because you don't want some hard noodle boys. Those things don't taste too good, you know. Gotta make sure you stir it. It'll clump together, so you gotta stir it. Alright, so our timer went off. We were stirring the whole time, so now we gotta strain it. So make sure, don't stand over top of this because the steam is hot and will burn you. Essentially, you just want to get all the noodles in here. That way we make sure there's no excess water, because that will throw off the end result. Will be a little too liquidy. So there's no noodles in there. It's just a little water, it's all good. I like to shake it a little bit. Make sure most of the water's out. It's okay to have some. So that's good.
Cook the butter a little bit. It starts to turn brown. And it gives it a completely different flavor. It makes it a little more, so you can smell it, like when you're cooking eggs.
Is this supposed to spell burnt? No, just...
Andrew's not a very nice boy. Okay, see how it's all foamy? Mm-hmm. It's all foamy and delicious, because that's what butter is, foamy and delicious. So then you add double what it calls for on the package. Sometimes I even give it a little bit more. But you can see that it's brown in there.
Oh, it looks kind of
It's
yellow.
cold. Andrew is not a nice boy. So then, you let this cook just a little bit. Until it starts to foam up.
Now, is this where you add the flour? I don't know, this just reminds me when we used to make potato soup. Add some flour, you make this base thingy.
I never put flour in soup. Gravy, but not soup. Okay, when it starts to bubble up like this, then when you put your seasoning in and stir it up real good. Yeah.
All right, so
We
I
need
have
queso,
a
like
tablespoon.
The cheese, the tortilla chip, the queso.
That is like 2 tablespoons.
What are you doing?
Oh God, that didn't work right. It'll buff. We're flipping it into here so that we can get that just dumped right in. And ignore.
Call that the flavor pot.
Now that we have our pocket full of spicy goodness.
The flavor pot.
We go. Boom. Mmm. Now we have a 3-person team working on this. Thanks, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make sure you get all that spicy goodness in the cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you do after you have all of the spice into the pasta, you take this, you put it in a bag. because you can always save it for later. Alright, now we have the finished product. It is spicy mac and cheese. And we're going to put this in some bowls, and then we will see you down in the basement.
The basement.
Alright, and we are back in the basement. So, we have our full bowls of spicy mac and cheese. Now, if you are new to the channel, you wouldn't know this. We have 4 testing factors whenever it comes to any food or whatever we're reviewing. Those are taste, texture, feel, and smell. Feel and texture are actually 2 different things. Feel is hand feel. Texture is how it is in the mouth.
Taste is how it tastes.
Taste is how it tastes, and smell is how it smells. So I think we start with smell.
Sounds good to me.
You can do a good waft, or, okay, you can do it my way.
Man,
Alright?
that smells like cookies to me. I'm not even joking. It just smells like fresh out of the oven cookies. I don't know why that is. I wonder if
It smells like Doritos, bro.
Now I smell Doritos when I dig in. That's really weird.
Alright, so. Yes, I did actually shove my nose in that bowl of mac and cheese. Okay, next is hand feel. How does this thing feel? Alright.
That's kind of cheesy. I can feel the cheese.
It's hot. It's really hot. It's really hot. Ow.
Definitely feels like it's not going to want to come off my fingers very well.
Yeah, it's very liquidy, very like saucy. I brought a napkin.
But it feels like how you probably would expect mac and cheese to feel.
Yeah, it feels,
I mean,
as I said in the last video with the cheeseburger, it feels very welcoming. It's a very like homely feel.
man, you prepared for this. I just got stuff on my fingies.
You can share a napkin. You know, best buddies always just share things. So napkin, why is that any different? Here you go. Here's a used napkin.
Nice. It's my second favorite type of napkin. My first is just a napkin.
Okay. Yeah, it is still on my fingers as well. That stuff does not come off of the hand very easy. So, yeah. Now it's time to go on to, what, taste?
Taste, yeah.
Yeah, because you can really do taste and then texture. Get the.
Alright.
I'm gonna kill the cameraman because he's being silly. Alright. So.
Oh, yeah, it's a good fork full.
Yeah. Alright. Bone apple sheet.
To be honest, I expected it to be a little spicier. Well, I guess that depends on, you know, it doesn't mix in a perfect solution
Yeah.
type base, so.
That's the thing with this. It's more of like a slow burning feel to it, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Because like at first it just tastes like mac and cheese with like a tiny, tiny hint of spice. But the more that you eat this, the more that it actually hits you. Like, as I'm going through eating that first bite even, the longer it was in my mouth, the more hot it got. And I think that's a factor that the Takis add to it. Because I've tried a couple of different recipes and this one seems to be the best so far. But, yeah.
It does add like a, you can tell like the chips you add definitely affect the flavor, because I can taste like some of the sweet chili from the Doritos. But that might also be because that was a majority of what the base was.
Yeah, the base was originally the Doritos and then adding a little bit of the other ones. But that doesn't really, like, adding the powder doesn't really affect the texture too much. There may be like a little clump of powder here and there. That's because it doesn't mix perfectly. It wasn't made specifically for this, plus it's very oily because it's literally just chips in a blender thrown into a thing of mac and cheese. But
That's the only thing yeah. Texture, you can feel those little clumps, that's about it. Yeah, exactly like you would regular mac and cheese.
And of course the color is a little bit more red, but obviously that's because we use 2 different things that use red dye in their product, which is the Takis and the fries, but yeah. This is honestly a recipe that I've loved for a little while now.
You almost forgot to mention, we got our friend Peter here still.
Yeah, we got Peter here still. He's our boy.
Peter is the most
Peter.
prominent part.
Peter's a G. And honestly, again, I think same as last time, we're gonna have to go with 4 out of 5 on this one. Again, just texture alone is what's really bringing it down from that full 5 stars.
Yeah.
But other than that, this, I'm not saying this just because I made it, or because we made it, or it's like partially my recipe. I just honestly think this is a good thing, and I'm trying to share it to people just so other people can try it for themselves. That's really why we did the last video and this. So, yeah.
You should add some Peter juice to this next time. Give it a little bit. He's kind of like the Taki flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Blasphemy.
Peter won't mind if some of his friends die. It's for a great cause. Bet you Peter's blood taste is just amazing.
And on that note, it's time to end. So, is there anything else you would like to add before we end off the video?
Just give it a try. For real, this is really good. This is actually my first time eating it.
This is a
So-
blind taste test for him. So
Yeah, this was much better than I actually originally thought it was going to be. Yeah, I don't know. I saw it last time and I was like, you're going to put all that powder in there? That's going to be like ridiculous. But it blends really nice. It's, you know, I expected it to be overwhelmingly like chip tasty. And it's not at all. It just tastes like a little bit, yeah, you can tell there's chips in it. But you get the real taste of the mac and cheese too. It doesn't cover it up. So, for sure, give it a try. Let us know how it is in the comment section. This has been Dane's Basement Food Review
yeah, and if
with
you,
Bubba.
yeah, we have Bubba here again. If you guys like me doing more videos with friends, then let me know, because we can do more videos with Bubba. There are also other friends that I have, contrary to popular belief, that we could do other videos with. And of course, Bubba being the first guest on this show is definitely a valued member of the crew now. But, yeah. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please do leave a like, because I actually do look at like all the stats for the videos whenever they go up. And, honestly, I was not expecting to get over 100 views on the second video this channel has ever put out. That to me was like, wait, this is video number 2. We already smashed everything that I did on my first channel. Which, if you guys didn't know, I had another channel. I'll explain that in another video. But yeah, so honestly, thank you guys so much for watching that video, and thank you for watching this one. But one little thing that I forgot to mention throughout this video. Most of the people that watch our videos aren't subscribed. So if you are thinking about actually watching the videos and continuing to follow this series and this channel, then please do subscribe. Because it is awesome to see people actually enjoy the food reviews and even videos like this. If you'd want to see more of this in the future, then please let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you want to see specifically more food tutorials, like cooking videos specifically, leave a comment saying, do more cooking. Because I'm completely okay with that. I'd be completely down with doing more cooking. But this is really just an experiment for this channel.
We just have to make sure we don't, you know, drop the products we used in mixing. That can be pretty detrimental to the project.
Brother. Alright, well, on that note, I think we're going to see you all later. So, thank you for watching.
Enjoy your mac and cheese.
Yeah. Bye-bye.